just going to say, please stay with us because we've got someone that you've worked with before in the past, someone you know rather well. Let's see you both in action as Jack and Dory.
The conductor said...
The giant said...
The giant said, get on my bus. So Emily did.
No, she couldn't though, could she?
Why couldn't she?
Because the bus would be full up if the giant was on it, wouldn't it? Because he was 50 foot tall, with great big teeth for biting people's heads off. And he said, so you're lost.
She wasn't lost, she was at the bus stop.
Yes, but
why didn't she?
because the giant had bitten her head off.
Oh, will you stop talking about giants biting people's heads off?
Well, that's what giants do. They go,
Not in this story, they don't.
Please welcome Tony Howes. Do come in. Thank you. Now, that was on Liftoff.
BBC, yes.
The children's programme. Is that,
right.
that where you
Well,
met?
that wasn't it, Wayne?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was sort of love at first sight, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her husband doesn't know yet.
Is it difficult to get out of the mould of playing children's parts? I mean, not playing
not
children.
really, no.
No. No, I remember talking to Tommy Boyd
yeah,
about
I played
it.
quite a few kids in my time, you know, because I'm a late developer, really. I'm 31 now, and look about 16. I think that's the problem.
God, I wish I did.
Yes, just get rid of this spot.
But you played Adrian Mole for a long time,
That's
didn't you?
right.
Did you have to really, like, live the part, get into it?
Yeah, well, I did Adrian Mole in the West End, you know, Adrian. Actually, it's quite a funny story. So I waffle on about Adrian Mole. What happened was, when you're doing shows in the West End, you get the odd girl who's come to see you, you know, sort of, you know, like groupies. And if you're lucky. And this particular day, this girl from Birmingham, actually, her name was Nellie. She kept turning up every day and sitting outside the stage door going, Tony, I love the show, I think you're really funny. Can we go out for dinner sometime? And, you know, the only one I could do was the James Cagney of Birmingham. Do you know the James Cagney of Birmingham?
No.
Yeah, dirty ruts. And so anyway, we went out for dinner. And the particular day, because I'm an actor, I do voiceovers. And I was doing this Scouse Jack the Lad like, you know, for the Juice and advert. I got the Juice and lot. That's me, I don't need to find it.
Yes.
Probably recognise the face. And from the radio. And so anyway, I went out with her. And the particular day, I went down to Milton Keynes to do this voiceover. And bloke said, oh, Tony, you live in London, don't you? I said, yeah. He said, oh, I've got this cassette recorder. He says, from a mate of mine. He says, could you deliver it to her? Her name's Julie. You take it up there, I'll give you 20 quid. Well, I was quite naive. I said, oh, yes, certainly. You know, so off I went. I put it in my dressing room. I went on that night, did Adrian Mole. Finished the show. Oh, cheers, Adrian. Off I come. Came out the stage door, and Nellie was there, you see. Oh, Tony, I love the show. You're really funny. Should we go out for dinner? So I took her out for dinner. And afterwards, I thought, you know, I'll take her back to my dressing room and give her a little kiss goodnight. Well, anyway, we went back to the dressing room. The stage doorkeeper says, look, what time of night do you call this, mate? I went, 2 o'clock. He said, that's right. Yeah, he said, you can't go up there now. It's all closed. So he took me up there with a torch. And I got this cassette recorder and went back to Nellie's place. Well, I didn't know where it was, but I knew it was in Stoke Newington somewhere. And so I got, and it was on the 18th floor. It was one of these council blocks. And we went up there, and
short story.
it was a short story. You got 3 days.
We got 3 minutes.
Yeah, you got 3 minutes. And she lived with this lad with tattoos. It was a bit of a hard case. He had love and hat on his fingers.
Yes.
He'd lost his finger in a fight. And it was a bit of a hard case. And he went to bed, and I stayed on the sofa, and she went. She'd let yourself out in the morning. So, great. So I have breakfast. I've got a show at 2 o'clock. Think marvellous. Go out the door, and it's locked. It's on the mortise lock. The chap had gone to work. So I'm left there in this flat. I think, oh, my God, I've got a show at 2 o'clock. I didn't know where I was. So I phoned the police. I said, hello, I'm in Adrian Mole. What, in Adrian Mole? I said, no, he's a friend of mine.
Yes.
No, I'm in Adrian Mole to play. I'm Tony Howes. Tony Howes. He's going, what can we do about it? I said, I'm in Stoke Newington, and I'm locked in. He said, look, don't worry about it. Look, you know, you'll sort yourself out. And hung up. So I'm stuck there. I've got to be at the theatre for 2 o'clock. So anyway, I think what I'll do, I'll have a quick look in the out the window. I look out the window, I see this fire station. So I phone them up. It's like Michael Crawford in Some Others Do Heaven. You can't see me, but I can see you. I've got a little white hanky. I'll wave it and you come over. Oh, mate, we'll have to bring the police in case you're a burglar that's locked in. I said, well, I'm not. I'm in Adrian Mole. Who's Adrian Mole?
Oh.
I said, it's a play with a kid. Look, don't worry about it. So they arrive, and they come shooting up the stairs with this thing and straight through the door with an axe. I said, you can't knock it down. I don't live here. You know. So he says, oh, look, don't worry about it, mate. If you can identify yourself. I said, I'm Tony House. I'm in Adrian Mole. He said, look. So don't worry about it. I said, look, don't knock the door down. I'll come down the ladder. So they stick this ladder up. I come down the ladder. And I think, oh, I've forgotten the cassette recorder. So I go back in, come out. I've got the cassette recorder under my arm. And as I come down, the copper shouts, oh, she nicked the video and all, son. So I come downstairs. I get down there. He says, what are you doing with this cassette recorder? I said, it's a bloke called Nigel gave me it in Milton Keynes. I said, Nigel. So I don't know his other name. He said, well, what are you doing with it? I said, well, I was giving it to a girl to give in Julie. He said, what's her name? I said, I don't know her name. He says, what's the name of the girl you stayed with? I said, Nellie. He said, Nellie who? I said, the elephant? I don't know her. And eventually it all got sorted out. I managed to get to the theatre. So that was a funny story.
That is a heck of a story, Tony. A heck of a story. You'll have to come back again to tell us about your current tour with Lady Be Good with Bernard Cribbin.
That's right, yeah.
Would you come back and tell us, and also how you gave Wendy's mother a stroke?
Yes, I will. It was
by
like
making
that.
it out. Would you come back and tell us that?
I certainly would,
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony House and Wendy Leeds.
Thank you.
Well, that's all from me today, but join me for the real thing on Monday, the 12th of October at 12:15, when my guests will be Clint Eastwood, Roger Moore, and music comes from George Michael. I can dream anyway. See you then. Bye-bye.